You don't receive what you want. You receive what you're aligned with. And doubt? Doubt is the language of misalignment. It is the spiritual static that drowns the voice of your calling. Every time you say, "I'm not sure," "I don't know how," or "what if it doesn't work," you are commanding delay. Yes, even in silence, you are always commanding. The universe listens not only to your affirmations, but also to your hesitation. So today, we replace delay with direction, wavering with word, because when the command is clear, so is the arrival. Speak this now. I am aligned with divine speed. I move when spirit says move, and I do not doubt the voice I obey. Pause. If these words found you at the right moment and something inside you stirred, subscribe now. This channel is for the ones who don't want hype. They want harmony. We speak alignment, we speak wealth, and we speak truth. You belong here. Now, let's go deeper. You are not behind. You're not late. But you will be, if you keep asking for signs instead of being one. Say this aloud. I no longer beg for confirmation. I am the confirmation. My clarity is a command. When you wake up each morning, don't ask, "What should I do?" Ask instead, "What does obedience look like today?" Because the way forward is never hidden. It's just muted by noise. And that noise? It's usually doubt, dressed up as logic. Pause. Every delay in your life was once a divine nudge you ignored because it didn't make sense to your fear. But today, we obey. Say it. I obey divine direction, even when my fear protests. Even when I don't yet see how. Breathe. Because faith isn't passive. Faith moves. Faith acts. Faith doesn't wait for proof. It becomes the proof. Is this all speaking to you? If something in your chest is unlocking, tap the subscribe button right now. Don't just be a viewer. Be a vessel. We're building a rhythm here, and you're a part of it. Now, listen closely. You're not stuck, you're silent. And silence, when rooted in fear, is a declaration of doubt. But alignment speaks. Alignment affirms. Alignment commands. Say this next part with me, slowly. I do not wait for the world to agree with me. I am already in agreement with the divine. Again, let it echo through your being. I am already in agreement with the divine. When you stop aligning, you start assuming. And assumption, unchecked, breeds hesitation. That's why some people pray, but never move. Affirm, but never act. They're speaking one command with their words and another with their energy. And the universe listens to both. So pause for a moment and ask yourself, what have I been commanding in secret? What have I been declaring through delay? Every time you postpone your vision, every time you say, maybe next year, maybe when I have more time, maybe when I feel ready, you are casting a spiritual vote for limitation. But the truth? You were ready the moment you heard the instruction. Because readiness isn't comfort. It's willingness. Say this now, out loud. I no longer wait for comfort. I command alignment through courage. Let it land. Because courage isn't loud, it's obedient. And obedience is the magnet of miracles. The people who receive quickly aren't always more gifted. They're more responsive. They don't ask, "Why me?" They ask, "Why not now?" They move when spirit whispers. They shift when energy tightens. They obey when the door creaks open, not after it slams shut. Pause. This is where most delay is born. Not from lack of desire, but from mistrust in timing. But the truth is, timing follows trust. You don't wait for the perfect moment. You create it by aligning with the next yes. And if you're still listening now, then this is your yes. So breathe with me. Let's command the shift. I release the fear of being wrong. I embrace the power of being ready. I don't delay destiny. I invite it. Now I want to hear from you. Comment below with one word. I'm aligned. If you made it this far, say it in the comments and make your alignment public. Let your words match your new walk. And don't forget to subscribe if you haven't. This space was made for you. And we're just getting started. Now, let's go even deeper. What if the reason money felt far was because you whispered, "Not yet," too many times? What if the moment you said, "I can't afford that," the universe gently replied, "Then I'll wait"? You see, this isn't about guilt. It's about responsibility. Spiritual, vibrational, energetic responsibility. You are a divine broadcaster. And every delay, every doubt, every second guess sends out a ripple. So what are you broadcasting right now? Because the divine doesn't skip frequencies. It delivers on command. And hesitation is a command. It says, "I want it, but I don't believe I'm allowed." It says, "Show me proof, and then I'll trust." But the law doesn't work backwards. It responds to belief, not bargains. So say this aloud. I do not negotiate with lack. I command from overflow. Yes, that felt like alignment. Here's the truth no one told you. You are not waiting for wealth. Wealth is waiting for you to speak it, to claim it, to command it. And every time you obey that nudge, you collapse timelines. You shorten the journey. You pull tomorrow into today. Breathe. Say it again. I collapse delay. I command divine speed. And now, before we go any deeper, I want to invite you to subscribe. Not just because it helps the channel grow, but because it keeps you connected to messages like this one. Reminders of your power, your identity, your inheritance. If you've been feeling alone on your journey, subscribe now. You're not meant to walk this path in silence. This space was made for your awakening, and we're just getting warmed up. So now, we've cleared the static. We've tuned the signal. You know what to do when doubt appears. Not resist, not run, but command. Because doubt is not a warning. It's an invitation to realign. It's the soul asking, are we still tuned in? And here's your answer. Yes, I trust divine speed. You no longer delay your desires with second guessing. You don't defer your abundance with hesitation. You walk in instruction. You move when the nudge comes. You obey without bargaining. Because every time you obey, money moves, favor flows, doors unlock. You don't have to know the whole plan. You just have to trust the next command. Pause. Say this with me now. I obey my divine nudge. I move in full faith. I collapse delay. Let those words settle. Breathe them in. Now, if this message spoke to something deep in you, don't leave quietly. Leave a comment below with the words, I collapse delay. That one phrase, anchored in writing, creates a shift, not just in you, but in everyone who reads it. And if you haven't yet, subscribe now, because this isn't the end of your alignment. It's the beginning of your rhythm. Each video is a command. Each message is a recalibration. Each visit, a divine echo. So come back, stay tuned, and let this space remind you your obedience is your fast track. Your doubt is just old code. Your voice is the gate. Speak wealth, live wealth, command it. Because alignment obeys you when you obey the nudge. And doubt delays, but not anymore.